Hey guys, hi. Good morning. Last video we actually heard about how to become a developer and what are the things, what are the learnings we have to do, and I got a few quite responses from the Google development community regarding few doubts. I will be clearing it in my upcoming videos. Maybe if possible, if I get a time to make a video, I will be doing the videos on those topics also. I was glad that few people they were able to understand how the development process works, how a software development process, how an application development process works. I was very glad to know that many people have learned about it. Thank you guys. Thank you for giving your feedbacks. Also, maybe in my upcoming videos, if I get the time, I will be doing those videos too. Those topics I also have in my to-do list. Maybe in my upcoming days, I will try to do this. Today, I'm actually going to talk about myths of being a developer. What is a myth? Myth is something like an understanding or the thoughts which we just create by ourselves, which is just created by the man-made, just because of hearing few things from the others. Okay. Let me tell you one example. In few home, people will tell that in Thursday don't cut your nails. What is the reason behind it? If you ask, no, just few people said don't do this, so it's become a myth. Same like that. Okay. So today I'm actually going to share few of with that I'm also going to share few of my experiences. Since I have worked in Google development community, Azure development community, I've also worked for two Chennai based startup and one Bangalore based startup, and now I'm working for a company in a product based sector as well as a service sector on SAP technology. So now let me tell you that if you're a college student or if you are a pure aspire developer, let me tell you that please don't keep a myth that I will be sticking to one stack or one technology. Nope, things won't be like that. If you are good in Python, don't think that yeah, I'm good in Python. So I will be learning only the technologies like Flask or Django framework, or I will be just going into artificial intelligence, doing this, that, blah blah blah. No, nothing. Being a developer, you first of all keep a point. You can master in one programming language, but you cannot stick to just one programming language. For an example, when I was into Azure development community, right, I thought like, yeah, it's okay if I learn JavaScript, I can build progressive web apps, I can learn how to build, native applications, and I can host it in Azure platform. But uh, after that, I came to know no, only learning JavaScript, it's just it will make you to put you in a level where you are not able to push yourself. Okay to be a JavaScript developer, but it's also okay to learn a backend programming language too. So what I'm telling you is, just don't stick to one programming language. Be a master, but don't just stick to one programming language. People will tell you, just be in one programming language, concentrated in this, focus on that, keep learning the frameworks, libraries related to that. You will be just no, you won't come like that. You go to any company, if you are in a developer, right, you will be switching off the roles. Sometimes you will be in a position to code in the front end, sometimes you will be in a position to code in the back end, sometimes you will be in a position to integrate the platforms, integrate the cloud application. Sometimes you will be in a position to integrate two cloud applications, like if the database of one application is in Salesforce and if another application's database is in SAP, then you have to migrate from that particular database to another database. So yeah, these things can also become in the part of a developer. So those developers are actually called as integration developers. Okay, this is the first thing, and the second thing, at the initial days of your life, if you are chasing for the money, right, then I bet you guys, you can't learn it all. Even I was like you. I the very first startup, when I joined the startup, I thought like, okay, they will pay me somewhere around 20 or 25K per month, then at least I can take off my expenses, right? So I can pay off my PG bills, I can pay for my own expenses. but it was not like that. They were just giving me some around 10k or like that. I was actually fed up of it, and like, he's giving me a lots of work, then why should I work for him? Then when he's only giving me 10k expenses, since it was my first startup. Actually at that time I learned a lot. I learned a lot in that startup. But what made me to stop from the things is that the money. One thing I will tell you, if you are chasing for the money in your early stages of your life, especially when you're in your college days, searching for the internship or like that, then I bet you won't learn at all. First, try to build your portfolio. First, try to be your skills like that, such that you can go, and then then you can be responsible for a project. Then you can think of the money. Else, unless and until time, please shift your thoughts. If you have a thought that if you want to earn a large amount of money in a very smaller age of time, then you can actually go for marketing, something like that. Maybe they will pay you a lot, but at the early stage of your time, first try to build a few projects. If you don't have them, then don't expect that you will be paid a lot. Okay, and one more thing I want to tell this, people will be telling, developer is a cool job. You will be getting a lot of jobs in your hands, and then like that. Let me tell you, in developer, day to day, everything gets changed. Today you might be coding for one project. Tomorrow the requirement gets changed a lot. The same client will come with a new requirement. In that case, you must have a very neat, a very obsolete code structure. So what is a code structure? A code structure is nothing but an organized way of writing the code. So what is the organized way of writing the code? Organized way of writing code is like, first you have a particular, like, for an example, you have total, like, you have an application where you want to get the data, then also you want to display the data, right? So how can you do this? Try to go with the OOPS concept. OOPS is nothing but object oriented programming concept. So what happened? OOP, we used to say as OOP, not OOPS, sorry, OOP, object oriented way. Make a class, then define the methods, and then create the object for it, so that you can go, you can refer that object to a class, and then with that help you can actually call the methods. For an example, let me tell you, in a verbal form you are having a class called student. In that student you have two functions, get details of students, okay, in the method, where you will be getting all the details of the student, and one more function called display method details, where you will be displaying the details of the students. So try to write the code in the structured form. So being a developer today, you will be working for a one project. Within a 2 months you will be shifted to another project. Sometimes there will be a time, like, there will be 1 year of gap. You might have not entered into a project or a product, but after 1.5 years, that same customer will get the enhancement of the product. Then you might be in a way that you will be shifted to that project again. So how will you reminded what you have coded, or what business logic you have added in your code? You might not, it's a human nature, we can't remember things for a longer time, right? So so the thing is that, structure a code, okay. Make your code in a very organized form. Try to give some command lines. By giving command lines, it actually helps us to understand what do we are coding, what is our logic, or from where the data are coming, what is the import parameter, what is the export parameter, how the data are exported to the other components or to different end. So please have things of in that whenever you try to code. And one thing you have to always, like, have a point that never give up attitude should be there. And yes, then one more thing what I want to convey is, don't go into the ears of anyone. You are a developer, your things can be developed in your own way. If you're a developer, you are a designer or anything. If you're a front end, then try to learn for a back end. Even I'm doing that. So even I'm too learning the things, but it's very difficult for us to, in a very 24 into 7 of the busy schedule, it's very difficult to take some time and to learn the things. But still we have to do it at least 15 or 20 minutes per day. We have to spend time and learn the things, and that's where we can progress. And if you are actually, you are failing to build a community, I'm there, I'm ready to be in your part of community. Let's get into touch, let's have a talk. Like we can actually learn the things. If we are in a community, we can quickly grasp the things, we can communicate with each other. And yeah, we can also concentrate on how to build a product, or yep, building a product. Okay, what makes a developer to work on a startup product? Okay, this for this question I can tell you is that I worked in a startup. I was working on the initial stage of the startup. I was working for a product. The product was nothing but a payment delivery system. Like you go for a shop market, you swipe off the ATM, like you have an ATM machine, so a swipe machine with you, you do it, it gets renewed. How does this happens? So for that I was working for a startup. And when I was working for the startup, I uh, I actually learned a lot. I actually learned a lot in the security firm also, as well as in the development firm also. And both the things I have learned. But in the initial stage of the startup products, right, there will be no process code flow. There will be no one to tell you that how a code should be there. If you are a small team of 10 or 15 members and you are one among the developer, right, then you should create your own code process flow. If you work for a big product company or service based company, right, then they will be having a code process flow. You have to first declare the data like this, then you have to declare the methods like this. They will have a proper code description or code format for it. But in the startup nothing is there. But what you will learn is you will be the owner of your code. You will be the owner of to structure your code. uh, it's be like you will have the crown in your own head, to be simply like that, because you are going to take the whole risk, whole responsibility. And if you are the first developer of the company, then there might be a time that you will have a whole team of it. Then in that case you must be aware of what you are developing. What we must be aware of what we are developing, then only we can share with our teammates, right? So please have a point of these things at your initial stage, because even it's my initial time. And what the difficulties I'm facing, I'm just trying to share. Please don't do these things, don't try to keep on the myths. And don't think as such like that if you are just keeping your steps in the development or product developer or in a development community. So whenever you try to learn, please try to share with others. Try to make a video. If try to make a video, share with everyone, share with others, so that there can be a change of exchange of knowledge, exchange of experiences, which can help every aspiring developers to understand what's happening in the job market, as well as with the own learning period of time. This is what I thought of sharing in the today's video. There's not much amount of time to take along today, but soon I'm planning to take some technical videos to share how to start with the things. Maybe if I get some time, I will be doing this in the upcoming days too. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know. You can DM in the YouTube comment section, or you can directly email me to nikhilchandak1999 at hotmail.com. Or else if you're one among the development communities, let me know. I can reach out to you, or you can please reach out to me. I'm also available in Discord. My own channel is the Discord channel. Development community rockstars is my Discord channel. Please, you can sign into it, and you can also have a chat with me. We are a community of 7 people as of now, so you can please join in that. Maybe I will soon try to share the link of it once that uh, channel gets released soon. Yep, this is what my community way is. Thanks for watching this video. If please DM me, so that in my other upcoming videos I can try and share as much as possible. Have a nice day. Thank you.